Russia's being fined thousands of dollars for violating the human rights of queer people, but will it make a difference? Alan Turing's being honored on the £50 note, and another nation just legalized the freedom to marry thanks to the hard work of two dedicated women. We'll have the week's top LGBTQ news and actions you can take on Weekly Debrief. Thanks to everyone who makes Weekly Debrief possible with a pledge of support on Patreon. Head over to patreon.com/mattbaum or click the link in the description to support the show and get rewards. The European Court of Human Rights has fined the Russian government about $50,000 for refusing to recognize LGBTQ organizations. For years, groups like Rainbow House, Movement for Marriage Equality, and Sochi Pride House have tried to register with the government only to be told that they would destroy the moral values of the country. While this fine from the Court of Human Rights is a step in the right direction, it's unlikely to have much of an impact on its own, since government officials are fairly united in their opposition to equality. For example, this week, government investigators opened a case into social workers who placed a child with a same-sex couple for adoption. The social workers could face a fine or community service. Also this week, the Bank of England announced that Alan Turing will appear on the new £50 note. Turing was a gay mathematician who helped invent modern computing and develop technology that helped win World War II. But when the British government learned that he was gay, he was convicted of indecency and subjected to medical torture. Queen Elizabeth granted him a posthumous pardon in 2013. Elsewhere in England, Nottingham will celebrate Pride this week. The town's just the latest to get a rainbow crosswalk installed, establishing Broad Street as the town's LGBTQ center. Thanks to viewer Alice Adams for the heads up about that. And some more good news, the Oglala Sioux tribe has legalized marriage equality thanks to the work of organizers Monique Mousseau and Felipe de Leon. The couple wanted to marry after the U.S. Supreme Court granted the freedom to marry, but since tribes are independent nations, they needed to go through their own process, with the OST finally approving a marriage bill on a 12-3 vote. This week's action item, organizers in Russia still face a lot of opposition from the government and could use all the help they can get. Head over to lgbtnet.org to support the work of the Russian LGBT network. Not only do they push for reforms in Russia, but they also support the work of queer folks in neighboring territories like Chechnya. As always, let me know about stories that need covering at Matt Baum on Twitter and in the YouTube comments. If you find these videos helpful, head over to patreon.com/mattbaum or click the link in the description to pledge your support and help keep more videos coming. And I'll debrief you next week.